Hello. So, how are you doing tonight? It is now 8:30 where I am. I'm in Florida and I am going to be making some ginger shots. So, the whole intention is for me to make ginger shots on a weekly basis to last me for the whole week so I can just grab and go. And I want to do so by doing a larger amount. So I like to batch or make larger amounts of the ginger shots so that I could just put them in the fridge and then have them for a full 5 days. The only thing is that I only had one bag of oranges and one bag of lemons, and I already used one of the lemons. So I'm not even sure at this point that I'm going to have that much of a large batch, but that's the intention for me to do it either on Sundays or Mondays. I'm a little late. It should have been Monday earlier today, but I was filming content. So now I'm actually going to make the ginger shots now. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hi. Thank you, Judith. I see you. Thank you. So glad you love my channel. I promise you guys, I need to start like scheduling lives instead of doing them on like random days like this. Most people are probably like, first of all, let's talk about this time change, right? So the time change is going to throw everybody off right now. With me, I actually work better on this schedule where we have the longer days. So I have less fatigue versus when we go back 1 hour. But I can only imagine everybody's probably tired trying to get adjusted. But yeah, hi Tamika. How are you? Hi everybody. Yes, thank you so much. I always see you in my comment section of my shorts. So I appreciate you for that. And in the long form that I did, I saw that you commented as well. So everybody who shows love, I really appreciate all of the support. Yeah. And every single one of you make a big difference for my channel. Hi, Janice. Hi. Yeah, everybody makes a big difference on my channel to the point where if you didn't already see that I posted on the community, but like I got my first silver play button for reaching over 100,000 subscribers. So every single one of you helped to build up that momentum for me to be able to get this plaque. So I really appreciate you for that. I'm still kind of shocked that I even got a play button because most of my content is shorts, and I would expect that type of, I guess, award for doing more long form. And I'm a shorts girly because I came from Instagram, doing well on Instagram, but I know I need to do more long form videos because then you can get more information from me on those long forms. It's just so much time like to edit. And I'm on 4 platforms right now. And is a lot, guys. It's overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie to you because I'm doing this by myself. So I don't have a video editor to help out or somebody to answer all of your questions. So if you see that like you've made left a comment on a post of mine and I have not answered, my apologies. Is I'm not trying to ignore you. It's just it's so many people and me being on Instagram, I get hundreds of DMs a day. I'm trying my best, y'all. So bear with me. All right. So yes, we're making the easiest ginger shots today. This recipe is super simple. This allows me to stay consistent during the week because when I tell myself, "Oh, I'm just making ginger shots for the week," it makes me comply more. It feels less of a task and more of just like a quick, little thing that I'm incorporating in my lifestyle because I know it's going to help me. So I will tell you that with me making ginger shots every week, I have noticed a big difference with energy. Um, Juicing all together has helped with my skin health, also with bloating. So with whatever we're eating, sometimes you could get bloating. That's a part of life. Like, especially us women, when we wake up, we be having a nice flat tummy. And then once we start going on our day, drinking water, eating, stuff like that, that bloat sets in. So what I like to do is I'll have a ginger shot in the morning, before I work out to get my day started, and then I'll have a ginger shot before I go to bed as well. So that has helped so much with bloating and lowering my stomach area. So yes, let me see. I think I want to position the camera different, but I need you guys to see what I'm doing. So give me a thumbs up if you're okay with me, like right here. Is this okay? I mean, this is usually how I film too. So I guess you probably would be already familiar with this position, right? All right. I just wanted to make sure because there's a light behind me that I need to keep on, but I don't want it to be too blurry. Let's see. All right, perfect. Thank you for the thumbs up. All right. So the first ingredient that I want to start with is a are oranges. So I'm going to start with my oranges. So all I do, I just this is how I just let me explain. Let me just show you guys. So what I do is I cut both ends of my oranges to cut them, and then I put it flat on one side, and then I just start going around and removing the rind. And so some of them I'll leave the rind on a little bit because the rind has some extra nutrients that can help with digestion. So I'll leave some of the rind on. Um, so some of them I'll just remove the rind completely off. It's your preference. There's still a lot of benefits from just having ginger shots, period. So whether you're juicing with the rind of your citrus or not, it's still a very beneficial um, way to juice. I'm trying to keep like from going in that light, like so then you guys could see me. Let's see. Okay, I'll stay right here. So yeah, I'm prepping everything now. So I did my first orange. I'm gonna leave some of the peel on, as you can see, for that. And then I'm gonna start on my second orange now. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, I'm gonna have to start scheduling these lives so you to give you guys um heads up when I'm going live. Instead of just doing these random pop-ups. But I'm like, I need to make my ginger shots. And normally I don't film at night. So I might as well just do a live, right? Like, why not? So that's why we're here right now, like this. So um yeah, so I love this whole process. It's very satisfying for me, especially because when I'm cutting my oranges, they smell so good. I just get the burst of citrus in the air and it just makes the whole experience just much more enjoyable than just having the actual product of the ginger shot itself. So yeah, I could smell the citrus. I want to show you guys what I did with my citrus peels for my last no waste video. Let me stop and show you. Show you because it's so close by. Look at this. Look at my peels. You see that? Ah! All right. So I did a big batch ginger shots last week, and these are all the peels. That a batch was really big. So these are all my peels. I saved them and I put them in vinegar. And so what I have it is underneath the sink right now. And I'm letting it sit. I shouldn't even really be taking this out. It's supposed to sit still for up to 3 weeks. So you could do either 2 or 3 weeks. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to filter out the remaining vinegar. This is vinegar. I don't know if I said that already, but the vinegar, I'm gonna strain that out, put it in a spray bottle, and then I'll be able to use that as a all-purpose, all-natural citrus cleaner where I can use it as a deodorizer or a degreaser. And so the only thing with this is that you just want to avoid using it on, I think, like natural stone countertops, but everything else is safe. So that's what I'm saving this for. So yeah, for 2026, we're doing a lot of no waste techniques. And so this is one of them that I showed you in my shorts. So I'll do a follow-up video of me pouring it into the spray bottling and showing you how I use it. So I'll create a short for that. All right, I'm putting it back. All right, so let me just wash my hands real quick, and then I'll get back to making these ginger shots. I should look, you know what? Um, I'm a little blind, so normally you don't see me wearing glasses in my video, but I am a little blind. So let's see. Let me put these on. So let me see your now I can see your comments. All right. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, so you saw that when I did the short on it, prepping the all-purpose cleaner. You're welcome. All right. Looking like a auntie. Ooh, why you coming for me? Don't do that. But my glasses are not that, like, they're supposed to be cute and hip a little bit because you know they transparent. Don't do me like that. And I'm not, that's crazy. I'm not even an auntie yet. Look, my glasses crooked. Let me fix them. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, smart auntie, huh? Smart auntie with no nieces or nephews. That's what I am. But anyway, so yeah. So tonight we're making the easiest ginger shots possible. And I'm first starting off with my oranges. Yes, good night. Good night. Thank you for subscribing. Mm-hmm. Where do I get my jars from? I get my most of the jars or container. Oh, those jars. That the glass jar that I just took out, the mason jar, they have them on Amazon. Most of the jars that you see me pouring my juices in, they come from Amazon. And in my bio, in my profile, you'll see that I have my Amazon storefront. You can literally, like, I have everything on there. Everything. All of the bottles. I have the dehydrator that I used in my video when I was making the ground up dehydrated ginger. I have blender, the juicers. I also have um if you want to make like pop, I'm going to do another video where I'm taking my leftover pulp and I'm going to turn it into what I like to call pulp sickles instead of popsicles, pulp sickles. So I'm going to be showing you guys that. So I have the items that I use in my Amazon storefront for that as well, along with these cute gold knives. They're also there. The the glass cutting board is on there that I use. I don't use a plastic cutting board. I use a glass one. Some people they're in the comment section like, "Oh, you're ruining your knives because you're using a glass cutting board." I'm not. I have a sharpener. You just sharpen your knives, but glass for me is always going to be the better option over using a plastic cutting board. I just every time you chop down on that plastic cutting board, you're releasing plastic. So I'm trying to just be mindful of that as much as possible. I used to have plastic Tupperware and plastic cups, and I got rid of all of that. My kids used to use the plastic cups, and now they're all using glass, as well as my husband. He uses glass cups now too. So I'm really happy that everybody is jumping on board. And also, when I make these ginger shots, I give them to my kids as well, because just as I care about my health and well being, I want my kids to be healthy as well. So I make them drink it in the morning. They love drinking it. Sometimes I'll have my older son, which is 17, I'll have him drink his ginger shots with like 1 or 2 drops of oil of oregano in there to help with gut issues. So my other two, they might, I think they're a little too young for that oil of oregano. If you've never tried it, um, that thing is strong. Okay, oil of oregano wiping out everything in that gut. You hear me? So that's like a really good way to help with if you have digestive issues, if you suffer from IBS, things like that. Oh yeah, that oil of oregano gonna get you right. You hear me? All right, so let's see what we got here. Yes, I have a 17-year-old. He just turned 17 in January. Huh? Those who are asking to turn the comments huh? Okay. Oh, what I'm making tonight, I'm making ginger shots. Oh, I look 17 myself. Thank you. But supposedly I look like an auntie with these glasses. So you sure I look 17? You sure you're not lying to me? But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. So yes, I'm making some easy ginger shots. Normally I would have been I'm talking a lot, so you know, with me, when I start to talk and stuff, I start to slow down with what I'm doing. I'm not that great at multitasking. But I'm good at multitasking, but I'm not when I'm talking. So yeah, normally I would have been done with these oranges already, but whatever, we having a good talk, so it's not in vain, right? All right. Oh, the oil of oregano that I buy, that's from Amazon. It's a Whole Foods brand. I can show you it in a moment. Let me show it to you. Let me get it one moment, y'all. Oil of oregano, right here. This is the oil. I don't know if you can see it here. Oil of oregano. Yeah, it's been through a lot because like I've had this bottle for a while. You literally only need 1 or 2 drops of oil of oregano. And so I guess the bottle just kind of got wet or whatever. But yeah, oil of oregano is the realest. All right. I've been using it for a while now. So sometimes, like with me, I don't like to just drink water. I have like to have something in my water. Nah, come here, cause they want to they come here. Cause I told him I have a 17-year-old. Ooh, here we go, y'all. Come, not just come here. Show them that I have a 17-year-old. Hey, and he buff. Oh wait, buff. I don't think they say buff now. What y'all say? Cut up, cut up, cut up. Huh? Yes, I made the milk. It's in the fridge. Thank you. Why are you so shy? Why you don't say hello and let's do our TikTok dance? Oh no, never. And let's do the TikTok dance. You should popular to be doing that. Whatever. It- oh yeah, you use the oil of oregano when you have a cold, you feel a cold coming on. Yeah, that's a good way to fight that the bacteria or virus. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Do it with coconut on an empty stomach. So they said, nah, that's your little brother. Okay. Oh, twins, yeah. I don't know why he don't just come. Just come, Nigel. Should I wait on him? No, come and show them what I made for you too. Bring it over here and show them. So he play football. He plays football and runs track. So he drinks protein every night. And so I made him homemade cashew milk. So this is the homemade cashew milk there. So he's gonna put some in his smoothie right now. Yeah. All right. Say hi, Nigel. What's up? How old are you, Nigel? I'm 17. And who are you to me? This is my mother. Bye. Thank you. Ew. He acting shy. Anyway. Yes, yes. I'm reading y'all comments. Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. I appreciate y'all joining me on such a random Monday night. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, the cashew milk recipe. I use how much cashews did I use? I used 2 cups of cashews. I used 3.5 cups of water. I used 4 dates, made sure to remove the pits. I used sea salt and I used what did I use? Vanilla extract. For the vanilla extract, I kind of winged it. I didn't really do a full measurement, but if I were to give a measurement on that, I would say it was maybe like 1 tablespoon, give or take. Yeah. So then, oh, and I made that in my M1 milk maker. So I didn't make it in my juicer. I literally put everything inside the chamber. The milk maker is a blender and it just filters all of the liquid out. And then you get milk in 1 minute. So if you want that information, you could see it in my bio as well with a coupon code. Thank you. I'm so glad you love my videos. Hit the like. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody, please hit the like button. Hit the like button if you're not subscribed to my channel. Make sure that you subscribe. Everything helps. Trust me. This helps to keep me going. I appreciate you guys for your support. Now I'm starting my lemons. So I'm gonna cut up some lemons now. Let's see how many oranges I have. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I have 8 oranges. One, two, three, four, five, six. I have 6 lemons. Normally I'll do more lemons in there, but this is what I had tonight. So um yeah, that's what we're using. 8 oranges, 6 lemons. So now I'm moving on to my lemons, cutting them up. But yes, all the support, everything, it helps me so much. So I really appreciate you guys for all your support, liking my videos and subscribing to my page, my channel. So yeah, I am making easy ginger shots. So I already prepped my oranges and now I'm working on my lemons. I'm working on some lemons, getting that. Yeah, baby. What? I'm good. Yeah, come show them the blender how you have the so remember, I showed you his homemade milk. Now he has his homemade milk in the blender with protein powder. He has frozen strawberries, frozen blueberries, and then he's gonna blend it all up. So you're gonna hear loud noise right now. So I'll just keep prepping, but you'll hear the loud blender in the back. All right, he's done blending. It got too loud. I had to put it on mute because I'm like, oof, I couldn't wait for it to be done. But yeah, so I'm still here just prep. I have 3 more lemons to cut up. Oh, also by the way, important. So I like before I started the live, I started soaking my ginger. So I'm soaking one, two, I have five knobs of ginger that I'm soaking in water and baking soda. Okay. So I'm letting that soak to give it a wash. Then I'll scrub it and rinse it. So then I can have that ready for my ginger shots. So while that's going, I'm prepping the citrus. All right. So yes, I have just a few more lemons to cut up. But like I was saying, like I love having these ginger shots on a weekly basis. What I do is I'll have 2 ginger shots a day. I'll take a ginger shot in the morning, a ginger shot in the afternoon. A little bit before bedtime, I'll take the last one. So two ginger shots a day is what I take. And I notice a big difference with my tummy area, with bloating, reducing bloating, energy higher, Everybody been getting sick around me. I haven't got sick during this cold flu season at all. So we have a lot of control in how our wellness goes with what we put in our bodies. So, you know, with good habits, it can go a long way. You can get a lot of benefit. So yeah, that's why I'm like, it's so important to have these ginger shots. It's become a habit now. I started doing these ginger shots, I want to say, like I've always made ginger shots, but just having them on a consistent basis, I want to say I started doing that about 2 months ago. So it's definitely a habit. Like at this point, I need to have my ginger shots. And if I don't, I feel like, what are we doing? Like something is off. So they say it takes 14 days to consistently build habits, good habits. So even when it comes to working out, show up for 14 days. After that 14th day, if you don't work out, you're going to feel something's off. You're going to want to work out. All right? So it takes 14 days to build a new habit. All right? So yes, that is what I'm doing. And also, building habits can be easily done as well when you are making it more convenient to do these habits. Our naturally, we don't like to do anything that's very tasky or like difficult, feeling like it's inconvenience. So when you make it easy as possible, you're more likely to stay with that habit. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I first started working out, I would go to bed with my workout clothes because I work out early morning. So I would go to bed in my workout clothes and then boom, I'm ready to go. Like, what? I don't have to do much, right? So yeah, little things like that can make a big difference. All right. Okay, so I have all of my oranges and my lemons prepped. I have 8 oranges, 6 lemons. That's what we're working with today. And then I also have my ginger that's been for 26. So as long as I've been on this live, this ginger been soaking in here. So I'm gonna give them a good scrub and then we'll get everything juiced. So let me move my all right, so I moved the citrus out the way and then I like to give a good scrub. It's your preference at the end of the day, how you want to juice your ginger. Everybody has an opinion about how they juice their ginger, and that's fine. Do what works for you. If you want to keep the skin on, get the extra nutrients. If you don't and you want to take the skin off, take the skin off. With me, the ginger fumes is in the air from me scrubbing, so it's getting in my throat. But yeah, me personally, like I used to peel my ginger and then I s- um I stopped doing all of that extra work and just soaking my ginger. So I soak it in baking soda and it's been soaking now for almost 30 minutes and I'm giving every all of it a good scrub. Yeah. So what I like to do is some of the ends, like that's how I bought it. I'll cut the end off just in case anything got in there since that's like technically an exposed part. So I cut that off. And then let's see, like this one doesn't have any exposed parts. That's good. No exposed parts. This one does. So I'm going to cut this a little bit more. Bum. So I'm ready. I'm going to just go ahead and rinse my ginger now. Okay, so I have all of this ginger, but I don't think that I may need to use all of it because of the portion that I have tonight of my citrus to balance out the ginger. This may be too much ginger. So I'm going to, I'm winging it, but normally I know how to dictate if I need to stop adding ginger. So the final recipe will be in the description once I post this live. All right. So now let me go over to the juicing part. Okay. So again, I have 8 oranges, I have 6 lemons, and then I have my ginger. Okay. So I'm gonna be using my Nama J2 tonight. So I have my Nama here. Okay. All right. So let me just go ahead and add everything in now. All right. So I have my oranges, my lemons, and then I'm gonna start off with adding this piece of ginger in here. Let me just break it up a little bit. I added 2 pieces of ginger. The second one was a little smaller than the first one. All right, turn it on. And then sometimes I do like to cut my oranges in half. So I'll do that. Oh, thank you. I got sent a gift. Appreciate it. I don't know what happens then, but thank you. Yeah. All right. So I'm adding my little cut quarters into the juicer. So you can load it, you can open it and add everything in the hopper, or you can just put it, there's a little hole. You can just add everything in there. So yeah, I'm just cutting up everything, getting my ginger shots ready for the week. So yeah, very simple. I'm using 3 ingredients. I do have 2 more ingredients that I'm gonna be using tonight. I'm adding this little piece of ginger. So far I've used, I'll say 2 large pieces because the second one that I threw in there was a little bit smaller than that really big one. So now the juice is filling up at the top. I'm gonna go ahead and put my pitcher here, get that ready, right? So everything is juicing nicely. Put that in here, keep it going. All right, so let me let some of this juice into the container. I love juicing citrus because it creates so much yield of juice. I'm making 2 ounce ginger shots. So this amount of juice is gonna go a long way for my ginger shots. Yeah. Thank you. Aw, you guys are so sweet. It's funny that you said cayenne pepper. I'm adding cayenne pepper. I will be adding that. Yeah. So this method of what I'm doing is like I'm kind of just like feeding it in, like cutting them a little smaller, you know? So you can just do however you want to do it. And also, like at the end of the day, a lot of people they ask, "Oh, can I just blend it if you don't have a juicer?" That's fine too. Use your blender. Use your blender. Use a cheesecloth. Um, so you can wring out the liquid after blending with the base, like a liquid base. So I would say if you're using a blender, blend your oranges, your lemon, and your ginger with coconut water. And then when everything is done blending up, you get your cheesecloth and then you just wring it out into a pitcher or like something like this. And then go ahead and add your cayenne pepper and fill up your ginger shots and then there you go. So my whole thing is like as long as I am inspiring you in some type of way to incorporate more plants into your diet, I'm happy. That's at the end of the day, that's what matters the most, you know? So, as you can see, the pitcher is filling up. We have about 40 ounces so far. And I'm not gonna lie, I want to add in another piece of ginger. So I'm gonna do that. So now this would be ginger number 3 that I'm adding in there. All right. I think we did pretty good. So because I'm doing 2 ounce ginger shots, I should have a little over 20 bottles. That is actually pretty good. That's gonna last me for the week, especially because I'm starting Monday night. I didn't have one this morning. I'm kind of late. I'm kind of off schedule. Normally, I should have had these ginger shots ready last night, but life happens. What can we do, right? Just do our best. That's it. Oh, thank you. Said your hair is beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, I be trying to tame it, do something with it because, like, I'm a natural girly, and sometimes the hair just it becomes a lot. So I try to do like little protective styles to keep it easy so I could get up and go work out in the morning without doing too much manipulation to my hair. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everybody who's watched, sent gifts, subscribed, like. Please like this video if you haven't liked it already. Please like it. Yes. All right. So I think we have everything juiced now. I'm going to end up just trying it before I add anything else in there because I typically like my ginger shots a little bit strong, stronger than normal, maybe. So I'm gonna just do a little taste test of these ginger shots. So far, okay, so it looks like I have about 42 ounces or 44 ounces. And I made all of this with, I used six lemons and eight oranges and three knobs ginger. So I'm just gonna give it a little quick stir really quick here. And then I'm gonna test it out. If it's not strong enough for me, I'm gonna add more ginger. So like I mentioned this before, but the beauty of juicing is that you can customize it to fit your needs or your preference. In my videos, when I give you recipes, you don't have to stick to the recipe um so strictly. You can change up a few of the ingredients. You can take out something if you're allergic or don't like the taste of an ingredient and add more of something else. If you don't like ginger like that, you can retract the ginger or use less ginger if it's too strong for you. Yeah, so just customize it. I'm here just to give you kind of a guide and a inspiration, but ultimately you make it work for you, right? So, let me try this. So, I'm not going to lie. I'm gonna add one more. I'm gonna add one more ginger for somebody who doesn't really like ginger or is new to juicing with ginger. They'll probably say this is perfect, but for me, I like more ginger. So this is going to be my fourth knob of ginger that I'm adding to this portion. So when I write the recipe in the description, I'll write use either 3 to 4 knobs of ginger based off your preference. So then now everybody knows you don't have to make it as strong as I'm making it, but and then I'm actually gonna taste test this again because I have one more ginger, y'all. I might have to add it in there. I don't know. We're gonna see. Yeah, I like it a little spicy. I like it a little spicy. Yes, for allergies, let me tell you. Oh, this is a lot of ginger. Hold on, let me show y'all. So this is the ginger coming out. There's still some more. Hold on. I gotta just tilt it because it's not a lot of liquid. So I have to kind of tilt it and then a lot of it comes out. So anything blood related, anemia, I would suggest juicing beets, eating beets, blending beets. When it comes to allergies, I would suggest having like a good mix would be like celery, cucumber, lime, or lemon. That's a good mix. And also drinking raw coconut water is a great option for allergies. Like I'm talking about it need to come from the tree, coconut, not the bottled plastic stuff or whatever, not even what I have tonight. I have a carton. When I had morning allergies, what got rid of my allergies was drinking coconut water from the coconut. So that's what I would suggest. There is a website. Oh my God, I wish I could tell you the website, but if you type in online coconut waters, like for shopping for coconut waters, you should be able to find a vendor. There's a vendor down here in Florida that ships coconuts. With me, luckily, because I am in Florida, I can just go to the store and go grab fresh coconuts. But a lot of people ask me, where do I get fresh coconut from? I get mine from Key Foods in South Florida. There's Key Foods. I've seen Key Foods in New York, but Key Foods in New York is going to be different from the Key Foods in Florida because we probably get access to a little bit more produce because of how close we are to the islands where they're importing it in from. Also, that may affect pricing of produce as well because if they're shipping soursop to Miami versus shipping soursop to California or to Michigan, then there's going to be a price difference for that. They're going to charge for freight, including in the fee. That's why soursop can be very expensive depending on the region that you live in. All right, so I have my third knob of ginger in here. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how this tastes. If I leave it like this strength, my family won't complain. But with me, I want a little bit more ginger. I want a little bit more ginger. I'm trying to think if I should leave it. Um, you know what? I'm gonna add a little bit more. Why not, right? I added everything. Forget it. I added everything. I can't help myself. If it is too strong, then I can always just add some coconut water to dilute it a little bit. Why you say, oh, nah? No, this is not all ginger. I used oranges and lemons, and then I added ginger in here after the fact. So I used six oranges, no, six lemons and eight oranges. Yeah. And then I added like about five knobs ginger. So yeah, I think we're gonna be good now. So I ended up using everything. Yeah, we're not holding back. I'm using everything. So I'm gonna let that run a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, just let that run a little bit. I'm gonna do something I never did before. I'm gonna add a little bit of coconut water in my juicer. Let's see what happens. Okay. Nothing really happened. I was trying to see if it would like push the ginger down or something like that, but nothing really happened. Yeah, so when you see my videos and I'm opening up to pour the liquid into the pitcher, I don't add anything in my juices other than the produce itself. That was literally the first time ever that I added liquid into my juicer. But no, I don't add liquid into my juicer. I just add the produce and it comes out just like this, smooth with a high yield. All right. So it's good to invest in a good juicer. I have a lot of people that DM me that saying asking me what juicer I use because they're on their like third juicer. I'm like, look, by the time the amount of money they spent on the amount of juicers that they replaced, they would have been better off just buying the juicer, a good juicer, so then now they can have it for life. Like I had this juicer now for 5, 6 years, and it works the same way from day one when I first bought it. So it's the Nama J2, and I have a coupon code for it. It is Nakia, my name, Nakia 10, which you can find in the profile if you're interested in that. Um, Also, so this is the pulp that came from it. The pulp is dry, And so what I'm gonna do with the pulp, blend it up and make some ginger bombs out of these. So when you blend the pulp up with either water or coconut water, you can pour them in ice trays, freeze them, and then now this can become something you can just drop in your juices or drop in hot water to make ginger tea. And I have a video on the shorts about that as well. Yes. All right. So, what's the brand name? The brand name of the juicer is Nama. It's a Nama J2 juicer and it's on namawell.com. And if you put in coupon code Nakia10, then you'll get 10% off of the juicer. Yep. So I have all of my liquid here. Ooh, I have all of my ginger shots. So what I do now is I add some cayenne pepper in there. So I'm just adding a few dashes of cayenne pepper and I'm going to mix that up. Mix it up real good just to kind of get it in everything. Get it mixed in, blend it up well. And then I am going to add just a little bit of honey. Just a little bit. So the honey is optional, but like since I'm sharing these with my kids, they do like a little bit of honey in there. But with me, I don't have to have honey in mine. I'm okay with that. Thank you. I'm so glad you like my reels and my shorts. All right, so I'm ready to pour these ginger shots. Ready to pour them. All right. I have um I have these cute shot glasses. Everybody's always asking where you get those shot glasses from because they have a cute lid, the bamboo lids. So they're one of my favorites. So I'll be using that to fill up today. So let me get them out. I have about, let's see, what was it? Oh, okay. So after me adding that extra ginger, I ended up with, I want to say that's like 2 extra cups. So like maybe about 48 ounces. So I should have about 24 ginger shots. So that's really good. I would consider that batch ginger shots, right? So let's see. I have tons of these glasses because you when you stay prepared, you don't have to get ready, right? What they say? If you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. Yeah, that's me. So yeah, I have all of my shot glasses here. And we're gonna get these bad boys filled up. So sometimes like I like to keep them all cute and the same size, but sometimes I run out. So I'll use these taller ones, but they're both 2 ounce jars. Just this one is wider and shorter. And this one is taller and slimmer, but they're both 2 ounce jars. All right. So yes. All right. So let me start filling up these ginger shots. All right. So, I showed you the whole process of it. I hope that you start making some ginger shots at home. I would prep them. Normally I prep these on Sunday nights, or you could just do it any time on Sunday when you're available and have them during the week. They usually last 5 days in the fridge. And normally when I do regular size juices, they would last 3 days in the fridge, but I try to drink them as soon as possible so then I can receive the max amount of nutrients. So I don't recommend regular juices to be in the fridge for 5 days. I recommend them for 3 days. Also, just so you know, the reason why I don't really do even the 3 days is I rather just freeze my juices and then take out one or two the night before and pop them in the fridge. So then the next morning, I have my juices thawed out or almost thawed out. And yeah, they stay fresher longer when you freeze them right away. So yeah, that's what I like to do. So I'm just filling up my ginger shots here. These are 2 ounce jars that I'm using, and it looks so pretty. This whole process is so satisfying to me. It's so satisfying. And I love just being able to get up in the morning when I drop my daughter to school. I'll just take the one of these for the road. Simple. Simple way to incorporate more vitamin C into your your lifestyle, and we need to have vitamin C in our diet. You cannot get vitamin C. The body doesn't make it. You have to put vitamin C into your body. And the way you do that, the best way and easiest way to do that is by taking in more citrus. So I actually finished filling up all my short glasses. So now I'm just gonna start filling up some of these taller glasses. Yeah, look. Oh, this is so pretty. I just love this, guys. And then I have a little bit more. I have a little bit more. So yeah, I made how many ginger shots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And this was 22. This I'm going to count as 22 because remember, I was taste testing. So if I didn't taste test, I would have had 22 ginger shots. Yeah. So that's pretty good. It's so good. It's perfect. Like smooth, smooth, smooth. hmm So with the taste testing and then finishing off this half glass, I had my ginger shot for tonight, and then tomorrow I'll have my next ginger shot. So 2 a day. Yes, I should have said cheers. So for these, I'm gonna have to put some lids on them. So I have a. This is my lid basket. Try, a way to try to stay organized. That's my little lid basket. So, let me show you how cute these ginger shot containers are. Look how cute. Uh, Super cute. So yeah, these ginger shot containers, they're in my Amazon storefront. So you can look that up on in my profile. So yeah, I'm making sure that it's extra tight so no air gets into the jars because then it helps them to last longer in the fridge. Right. I don't what does that mean at the top? I see like 300 diamonds. I don't know. What does that mean? Does anybody know? I don't know. Ooh, you have a cannoli coming in tomorrow. Awesome. I'm so glad that you're going to be juicing. I am in the USA, in Florida. Yes, yes. Love your content. Where can I get those shot glasses? From Thank you. So glad that you love my content. I get these shot glasses from Amazon. So you can find them on my Amazon storefront. So I'm just lidding everything now to so then they can go in the fridge. So these are like one of the easiest juices, ginger shots that you can make. Um and so then it could create good habits and consistency. I used literally, what did I use again, guys? Or I think I said it so much that now I'm starting to forget the recipe. But I think I used what did I use? It was 6 oranges. I don't know. My memory, was it 8 oranges? 8 oranges, six, 8 oranges, 6 lemons, and five. Thank you, Layla. Layla, you the chosen one. Thank you. Okay, so 8 oranges, 6 lemons, and 5 knobs of ginger to make these very potent ginger shots. I also added cayenne pepper in there. Sometimes I'll add coconut water, but I don't feel like I needed it tonight. These just came out perfectly fine. If I added coconut water, yes, I can get extra benefits like electrolytes, but it would have toned down the strength of the ginger part. So I would rather just drink the coconut regular, you know? Or I can make like some another recipe with the coconut water. Yeah, how come I don't have any more? Let me see. It might be in the dishwasher. I'm looking for more of these little bamboo lids because I have two more that needs the bamboo lids and then two more that needs the white lids. So let's see. Okay, so I found two white lids. I might have to um switch. I'm gonna make it easy on myself. I'm just gonna switch over to the taller glasses for these last two. So then I can lid them up because I have a whole bunch of the white lid ones. Yeah, see, I have a whole bunch of these white lids. So put that on. All right, perfect. So I have all of my ginger shots here. And yeah, I love it. So I'm gonna put these in the fridge now and they'll be ready for me to grab and go for tomorrow. So one in the morning, one in the afternoon before bedtime. These are 2 ounce shot glass jars, and I used 8 oranges, 6 lemons. I used 5 knobs of ginger. I used about 2 to 3 dashes of cayenne pepper, and I used I want to say maybe about like a half a tablespoon of honey. Thank you, Layla. Oh, I appreciate you. Ooh, appreciate it. It says, thank you for inspiring us to stay healthy. Health is wealth. I am a juicer as well. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that you're a juicer and that you have that incorporated into your lifestyle. I'm sure you see a big difference that it makes when you have juicing as a extra way to improve your health. So yes, thank you. Also, guys, if you didn't know, or if you haven't seen, or you just started subscribing, I did get my play button, my first play button from YouTube, and it's still so surreal to me. I can't believe that I have a play button because I used to always watch other YouTubers videos and I'm like, oh, that's so cool, but I never thought that me that I would be able to get one of these. So when YouTube contacted me and told me that like I'm eligible for my play button, do I want it to be sent? I'm like, yeah, I want it to be sent. Send me that. So I'm just super excited. It's still so weird, like getting used to this transition because I've been a dental hygienist. I'm still a dental hygienist. I've been practicing for 10 years sorry, 12 years. And I ended up leaving that career. I still have an active license, but I left that career to switch over into content creating from a wellness space. And it was a big sacrifice that I made because you really don't know what's going to happen with this content creator stuff. But I took the risk because I felt more aligned moving forward with helping the community, helping people worldwide with like incorporating healthier habits. So I plan to expand more and offer more and not just, be a juicer. So that'll be something, that you can look forward to coming soon because I'm all about growth. If I can challenge myself and do more, than I will. As long as I'm helping out the community, I hope that you can stay because there's a big thing about being niche down, which I am. I'm very niche down. It's like as soon as you see my name, okay, you're going to see juicing, right? So you wouldn't expect anything else from me, but I do incorporate a lot of like fitness stuff on my IG stories, and that seems to be doing pretty well. And I've incorporated some food as well, which I know food is just as important as juicing. So I want to include more juice, more recipe food recipes in my content for you guys. So that's something that you can look forward to. So thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate you guys. You're like, this community. YouTube is so great. I love YouTube. You guys are so sweet. You guys are amazing, and I just love it. So yeah, I have all of my ginger shots ready, and I made it in my Namaje too. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions for me, please let me know so I can answer them. Yeah, let me know. Let's talk a little bit. Any questions you may have. Yes, thank you. I appreciate all of the congratulations. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Yes. Yeah, so let's see. Any questions from anybody? Make sure to like my live and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you. What do you add to beet juice to make it drinkable? Me personally, I love adding oranges, apples, ginger, turmeric. It just all depends. But one of the main ingredients that works really well with beets is oranges. So that's something that you can consider. Pineapple also does really well with beets. So if you like pineapple, then you can also add pineapple in with your beet juice. The other day, for the first time, I made a beet cucumber. What else did I add in there? Beets, cucumber, apple, and coconut water. I use a little bit of pineapple, but the um the person who ordered juice from me, she wanted a low sugar beet juice. So I was trying to be mindful of that. So I said, let me add another um produce in there that's high water content but low sugar. And so that's what made me do cucumber, and it came out pretty good. She was satisfied with it. Yeah, so that's another option you have. It says, "Hi, Nakia. I am a new subscriber and I feel very blessed to have found your page. I'd like to know if you use any herbs and if so, what kind." Awesome. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for, I'm glad you found my page and you like my content. So for the herbs that I use in my juices, I've tried oregano. I've tried parsley. Mint is a common one that I use all the time. And also rosemary. Ooh, rosemary is good. So with the rosemary, rosemary works really perfect with oranges, cranberries, pomegranate. I've even juiced rosemary with pineapples, so that's another option. Mint is amazing. Like mint, you can add with pretty much anything, honestly. You can add it with when watermelon season starts, add that mint with your watermelon juice. You can add it, I've added it with pears, with pineapple. Um, Oregano, that one I've used, but I'm not running to the store to go juice oregano, but it is very beneficial for you. So that's another option that you have as well. Yes, celery does give a lot of water content, and but I've never juiced celery and beets together. So that's interesting. Yes. So with my oregano, back to the herbs, I use oil of oregano, so I would probably put a few drops of this in my juice or in my water. And so this is what I use as well. And it says, I am allergic to orange, lime, lemon, grapefruit. Can I use pineapple in their place? Yes. So pineapple is a good alternative for citrus if you have a citrus allergy, because pineapple has high water content and also has vitamin C. And like I was saying earlier, vitamin C does not naturally produce in the body. You have to literally take fruits and vegetables that have vitamin C in order to get vitamin C. So that's where these ginger shots will be excellent for making sure that you get that vitamin C on a daily basis. You could just grab your ginger shots and go, with the weather changing, flu season, stay protected by having your ginger shots on ready and available. So yes, you can use pineapple. Pineapple has vitamin C in there, so that's a great alternative. It says, I think she could be a woman of God. Yes, Jesus loves us all. Awesome. Yes, blessings to everybody. I appreciate you. It says, thank you, very helpful. You're welcome. I have a question for your workout. What kind of food is recommended? For working out, like, okay, so in general, when it comes to working out, I would say always concentrate on eating more anti-inflammatory foods, eating foods that are high in fiber, eating more leafy greens. It depends on your goals too, because when you work out, if you're working out for gains, then you're gonna want to make sure that you're not only having just like leafy greens, so I would on your own time, like, do a little bit more research on that, because you should want to have a lot more protein intake, so then if you're muscle building, so it's something to think about. So it really just depends on what your goals are. But if you're doing weight loss, then yes, eat a lot more leafy greens in there. What fruits are good for diabetics? Fruits that are good for diabetics. So, cucumber is a fruit. I would stick with cucumbers. Apples are low. If you use like a apple, I would say maybe just no, don't use more than two apples in a recipe. One is better, and that's low sugar, so you can use that as well. And celery is a vegetable, but it's good. Zucchini is a good fruit for diabetics as well. I think zucchini is classified as a fruit. Juice for healthy skin, oranges, carrots, turmeric. They have a lot of components that help to rejuvenate the skin. And also, the turmeric is anti inflammatory, as most of you may know. Anti inflammatory benefits can help with your skin. So, I would consider doing like a carrot, orange, turmeric, black pepper in there. Yeah, you can do something like that. You're welcome. You're welcome. When it comes to diabetes, it's more of the portion control. For example, instead of eating the whole banana, eat half the banana. That's a good point. That is a good point. What's good for autoimmune disorders? That's I want to be transparent. That's not in my expertise. So I would say, go to maybe a source that can give you accurate information, but I really have not done much research on that to give any advice on that. Juice for high blood pressure. For high blood pressure, beets are also very good for high blood pressure, I must say. Beet juice, or eating the beet, blending the beet. That's good for blood. Oranges are good for blood pressure as well. Also, including chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds. You can blend all three to make a super blend. They are all good for the heart. They have omega 3s and they're really good for the heart as well. So you can incorporate, you can actually add those seeds into your juice, or you can add them to like yogurt, oatmeal, your smoothies, and that'll be another easy way to incorporate something for heart health. Yes. An anti-inflammatory diet is preferred for autoimmune. Okay, good. Good. All right. That's really good to know. So with the anti-inflammatory diet, yes, most of the things that happen to us from that standpoint, like any ailments in the body, normally are due from inflammation or mucus in the body. So if we can help to lower that, we're not going to completely be able to get rid of all mucus or all inflammation, but if you can lower it, it will help the body to succeed, be able to recover better and perform better overall with the lowered amount of inflammation in the body. Juice for intestines. For intestines, mint is really good for relief. Pineapples are good because they help with digestion. They help to reduce bloating, gas. Ginger is these shots are great for intestine, for digestion. The oil of oregano, if you add a drop or two into your ginger shots or into your juices or your water, that can also help with intestinal health. Beets are called, yes, beets and avocados. Yes, they are superfoods. Yes. Chia seed mango pudding. I want to try making that. I have never made a chia seed pudding. I use chia seeds a lot in my yogurts, but I never made a pudding out of it. I think because I would have to add a lot more chia seeds into my pudding, into, or like into my yogurt, maybe to have that like thick effect, but I need to look that up. That's a great one. For lowering cholesterol, the super seed blend helps to lower the cholesterol. So flax seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds, that can help with cholesterol. Also, raw coconut water helps with cholesterol. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. Is it honeydew? Honeydew helps with cholesterol as well. So either eat it or juice it. You're welcome. Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. Adding chia seeds to your choice of milk. That is a great idea. Letting them sit overnight. Yes, because with the chia seeds, they need time to expand before we consume it. Because you don't want to take chia seeds fresh when you just put it in like either a pudding or your yogurt or your juice. You need, because once it enters into the intestines, it will start to expand. So it's best to have your let it soak. Yes. All right. What else is there? I love kale. What do I think about kale? I love kale. I'll eat kale raw in a salad. I'll cook it down, or I'll add it into my juice. It's amazing. I love kale. That's a good one. Juice for, let's see. Oh, almond milk and, okay, almond milk and chia seeds. Yes, I saw that one. That's awesome. What does this mean when you send a gift, guys? What does that mean? Oh, that's cute. Let me like it. Scent girl power. That's so cute. Yes. All right. Nutrition book in general. Maybe I missed something. I foresee a juice book for you. Oh, guys, I do have juice books. I have I have a few juice books. I have a premium pack that's in my profile, and it has over 180 recipes in there. I also have a juice fasting recipe book, and I also have a 7-day juice reset book as well. So I have tons of information in the books, so you can get beginner friendly information in the beginning of books, and I tried to mix it up so then you don't get the same information in each and every book. I also have, so like my first ebook, I talk about different foods that you can incorporate into your lifestyle for certain ailments. So you can see that. I have juicing hacks, what you can redo use the pulp for. I have since summer is coming up, I do have a summer juicing guide. So the produce that's popular during the summer, I focused on those ingredients in that book. So you'll be able to find those books in my profile. Yes, hi. Um, yes, I'll do more lives for sure. I'll do more lives. I appreciate you. I'm so happy that you guys joined me for this live. Yes, if you need more, if you want my juicing guides, my juicing ebooks, they are available in my profile. So as soon as we're done with the live, you can head over to my profile and I have links that you can click on. And so one of the links that you'll see is a premium juicing pack. You can click on that. I have my stand store has all of my juicing books on there. So then you can choose which one you feel is catered to your needs. So I appreciate all the support for real. You're very welcome, everybody. So I think that's it. It's kind of late. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm gonna try to get into bed so then I can, like wash up, get into bed. So then I'm up bright and early in the morning to drop my daughter to school and then start my workouts. So yes, yes, go look at the summer juicing book is so cute. Like I did a lot of cute themes like passion fruit juice, a whole bunch of watermelon juices. Like the summertime is like the I did papaya seeds and papaya popsicles. Like I just have so much fun in the summer. So go ahead and check out that summer juicing book that I made. It's so cute. So cute. You'll enjoy it. Thank you again. It says you yes, do more lives. I just got a juicer a week ago. My first one was beets and carrots. Oh, that's awesome. You did a root juice. That's awesome. That's a powerful way to start your juicing journey. So I'm proud that you are getting into that. Juicing is not the enemy. So I have a lot of people that like attack juicing. Juicing is a extra add-on to your lifestyle. So just incorporating it into your eating habits, like healthier eating habits, makes a big difference. It's not to say that, oh, I'm telling you, oh, only juice, don't eat food. I'm not saying that, but juicing can be an addition to a healthier lifestyle. So that's all. I'm here to promote that and inspire that concept, because a lot of the times, let's be honest, if I'm making zucchini, cucumber, celery, lime, juice, ginger juice, are we actually as a society eating all of those different ingredients like at a table? When we go to a restaurant, do they offer us these options on a plate? No, they don't. So, and the way life works is a lot of us are on the go. A lot of people are workaholics. They're working like crazy. They're not going to have time to have these little celery sticks or carrot sticks. I mean, we should, but if you think about it, the amount of combinations that we're putting in the juice, are we actually able to sit down and eat that? Because I have a lot of people that come into my comments and say, just eat the fruit, just eat the. I'm like, okay, calm down, number one, calm down. Because like I could be out here promoting alcohol, then you won't be complaining, but you know, anyways, but yeah, so like, yes, I'm not saying don't eat fruit. I'm not saying don't eat vegetables. Eat all of those things. Yes, eat it. I eat too. Sometimes the fruit and veggie don't make it inside the juicer because it just looks so good and I just start eating it. I do eat a lot of fruit and vegetable, but what I'm saying is that when I have ginger shots, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and eat um and eat five cucumbers and two bunches of celery all day long. I'm not I don't have the time to do that, nor do I really want to do that, because I like to have it blended into a portion to where I can drink. I like juicing, and I can incorporate all of the minerals in that one juice, because it's not practical. We don't have the time, and the society is not meant, they don't make it easy for us to sit there and just eat fruit and vegetable all day. So if you can add one juice into your routine on a daily basis, that will do so much more for you versus not. Okay. So yeah, if you can replace a bag of potato chips or a soda with the fresh juice, I would prefer you do that, knowing that it's a fruit juice and has sugar in it. Natural sugars. I would prefer you to drink that versus then to have that bag of potato chips that has ingredients in there that they're not telling us what exactly is in there, or things that we should not be eating. Do you know what that's doing to the lining of our stomach? I would rather you have a fresh juice and replace. So that's my goal. Yes, yes, Mason. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Martuni. I'm sorry if I'm messing it up. F5P. Hi, how are you? You say you want a shout out? You got your shout out. You are right. The liquid goes right to our bloodstream with nutrients. Correct. Yes. And like I say, if you're like some people, they're worried about the sugar level. I get a lot of backlash about, oh, it's too much sugar, right? Okay. So if it's too much sugar, then don't do the recipe I'm doing. I don't have diabetic concerns, but I do keep in mind that other people do. That's why I'll make green juices on my page as well. And also we need to have green juices in our lifestyle as well. It's extremely important. But I do have a balance of different types of juices. I'll make a root juice, which is beets, turmeric, carrots, those type of roots, ginger. I'll make a citrus based juice that has oranges, grapefruits, um, lemons, limes. The other category is sweet. So I would consider watermelon, strawberry, any kind of berry. Those are in the sweet category. I'll have those type of juices, and I'll have green juice. So I dabble with all of the dynamics, but it's funny because when people come onto my page for the first time and they see this particular recipe that I'm making, they're thinking on a one dimensional, like, oh, I'm only showing this juice. But if you actually go through my feed, you'll see that I have tons of other recipes on there, and I'm very versatile with what I show. But anyway, do I eat a lot of protein? I do. Like at one point I was trying to focus more on protein for like weight gain. I use the Sun Warrior. It's a plant-based protein powder. I will add that in my smoothies after a workout. So I do eat that. Also, avocados, they're good, a good source of fats and give you the protein. So I eat that. Um, I can't think right now. What else? The chia seed, again, those chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds, this man, they take care of a lot of stuff. They're high in protein. That's another one. Um, Are there any black girls that don't have braids anymore? What? I don't even know where you're going with that. Can we purchase juice from you? I sell juices locally in Florida, but I don't ship. So that's something that I do locally. If the juice is too sweet, they can always cut it with cucumber. Yeah, yeah, or yep, or an eighth of H30, which is coconut water. That is so true. You can add coconut water, cucumber. You can even add chia seeds that can help to slow down the absorption of sugar. Yeah, the same people that criticize are the same ones that's lining up at Starbucks. So that's the thing is like you'll go like they're quick to buy a Starbucks coffee, but then they'll like come on the page trolling about a juice that I made, saying that it's too much sugar. So it's like, okay, whatever. I get it. I don't participate in the back and forth with people too much. My job is that the community that understands my heart and where I'm coming from and my passion, they know. So I don't need to explain anything to anybody. everyone who's on my page and been following me, they understand that my goal, what my goals are. And if you didn't know, you know now because you're on my live and I'm talking to you about it. So I have to put my energy into where my energy will be productive and intentional. So I don't go back with trolls online. I'm so glad you appreciate my page, Teach and Preach. Yes. What made me start juicing? So I'll answer this question and then I'm going to head out, y'all, because I'm getting a little tired now. But what made me start juicing? That's a good question. So I feel like it's important for me to answer it. I started juicing. Well, first started um I started making a lot of smoothies at first, and then I ended up incorporating juicing after. So I still make my smoothies, don't get me wrong, but I also make a lot of juice as well now too. What happened? I I went through a stage where when I was at work, I was getting these like lower left pains in my abdomen area. And I'm like, what is going on? So I kept feeling it right here. It got so bad to the point that the pain was radiating to the bottom of my foot. I'm like, something not right. So everything that I was looking up before I actually went to the doctor was saying that it's digestion. I even went to the gynecologist to get a scan to see if I had cysts or anything. That came back negative. I didn't have any cysts, but or fibroids or anything like that. But he did suggest for me to just follow up with like a GI. So I went to my primary, got a referral, went to the GI, and the GI but okay, so let me back up a little bit because by the time I went to the GI, I already started incorporating eating better and working out. So that primarily to answer your question is why I started juicing, because I started feeling in my body that something was not right and I knew I needed to change my lifestyle. So what kept coming up when I put in the specific symptoms was irritable bowel syndrome. That's what kept coming up for me. So this is before I got diagnosed, and that, or it could have been diverticulitis, but diverticulitis is for, like, I guess I was too young to have that, is what they were saying. So, you know, anyway, I started juicing. I started noticing that the pain was going away. It didn't completely go away by then. After about like 3 months, I started noticing a big difference, like pain lowering in the abdomen area. Also, I was suffering from constipation issues before. So, what I realized is that with me adding in juicing, adding in more smoothies, doing intermittent fastings, working out, and adding more fiber into my diet, that really, really changed up the game for me. I started to lose weight. My skin started to look better. I started to get more energy. And diverticulitis can be from early 20s. Well, when I was looking it up back then, it was saying that I was too young at that time. And even when I went to the doctor, he was like, oh no. So maybe the data has changed since then. So thank you for that update. Yeah. So yes, definitely, Layla. Our body talks to us, and sometimes it's telling us something, and we need to listen. So with that, I did change up my lifestyle. I did add more fiber into my diet, and yes, I am Caribbean. I'm Jamaican, and yes, the fiber makes such a big difference. So I started incorporating those things into my lifestyle, and yes, I was able to actually get rid of the pain. So by then, I ended up following up, going to the GI specialist just to go right. So I went. And he said that based off of the symptoms that I had before, he would classify me that of having or diagnosing me with IBS, right? Irritable bowel syndrome. But he said that he can put me on 101 medications right now, but he's not going to put me on any because I eliminated the problem on my own. So that is confirmation that if you take control of your lifestyle, you incorporate more healthier alternatives into your lifestyle, you can actually avoid medications. It is very important to hear what I'm saying. You can avoid medications, avoid ailments in the body. You can reverse disease progression by changing up your lifestyle. You have control first. The doctor doesn't have control first. You have control first. So, because I went in after I already implemented what I had to implement, he sent me on my merry way. He said, yeah, based off of what you told me before, that's what you had. But because you don't have those symptoms anymore, I don't have any medication to put you on. So therefore, I left and I kept doing what I'm doing. So now I'm to the point after 5 years of juicing, I have not one IBS pain, symptom, abdomen pain, constipation. All of that is gone and out the door. It doesn't exist anymore. So to be honest with you, I'm hearing recently I heard that IBS can be eliminated, like you can treat it. I didn't know that. But if I did, great, because at this point, I'm not feeling any symptoms. I have no constipation issues anymore, no digestive um, pain or discomfort. So, yes, I truly believe that when you change up your lifestyle and you start incorporating healthier options, healthier habits, you can start to help your body. And another thing I want to mention, right? So, grapefruit is one of those things that a lot of people attack as well. They're like, oh, if you're on blood pressure medications, avoid drinking or eating grapefruit. So I want you to really take a moment to think about that, because they're saying that because grapefruit will lower your blood pressure even more with you being on the medication and consuming grapefruit, that will bring down your blood pressure even more. And then that will create another type of emergency, right? Hypotension is what it's called. So let me ask you a question. So if it is that grapefruit can lower the blood pressure that much, then what if I'm not suggesting you to get off any medication, but what I'm saying is that if you were never on that medication to begin with and you were to just eat grapefruit more, would that have lowered the blood pressure naturally from eating the plant versus taking the medication? I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay, so smoked meat is highly dangerous. Oh, how we end up on meat? So that means that grapefruit would literally eliminate the medication. Yes, it would, because they have, so it's like, why are we prioritizing the hypertension meds over the grapefruit? If we know that grapefruit is gonna lower it, then off recommend the grapefruit first. Like, why not recommend better nutrition and gut health before we implement medications? But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Okay. So yes, yeah. So I think that's it, guys. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top cruising the streets. I know that's not how it go. It was 7 o'clock. All right, guys. I'm out. Yes, you're right. No money on that.